everyone, myself and Elizabeth Thomas. Today I'm going to teach about one of the event sources in event handling named list and a listener which is registered with the list named ItemListener. So before we go through the topic, let's go through about what is AWT and event handling in Java. So AWT basically stands for Abstract Window Toolkit. It is an API which is used to develop GUI or window-based applications. GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. AWT components are platform dependent, which means that they are displayed according to the operating system. As we all know, Java is platform independent, but AWT is platform dependent in Java. So, for instance, if you create a button, its design is based or it is dependent on the OS or the platform. Java.awt is the package used by the AWT to develop the various window-based applications. Talking about the class hierarchy of AWT, component class is directly derived from the object class in Java. Component encapsulates all the attributes of a visual component. Under component class, there are many subclasses like button, label, text field, text area, container, and so on. Under container, we have window and panel. We are going to mainly concentrate on window class. So window class is extended by the frame class and panel is extended by the applet. Window is a container which does not have a border or a menu bar, but frame contains the title bar, menu bar, button, border, etc. So when we write an AWT program, we should make sure that we use set layout, set size, and set visible methods, because these methods are the methods which we use to create a frame and make the frame visible. So here is an example of very simple example program of AWT. In this program, we are creating a button, a label, and a text field. In the main program, we are setting the set layout, set size, and set visible. Set layout is used to change the layout manager and define a layout manager according to your own. Set size is used to set the size of the frame. So here, the first 300 is set as the width of the frame and the second 300 is defined as the height of the frame. Set visible makes the frame visible on the screen. So set visible should be set as true so that the frame is visible. So when we run this program, we can see that a frame is created of width and height 300 and a button, a label and text field is created inside the frame. So the frame cannot be closed by the cross button on the frame. It is not closed. So for closing the frame, we need to go to the command prompt and just press Ctrl+C so that the frame closes. So that's about the basics of AWT. Next topic, event handling. What do you know about event handling? Event handling have many subtopics like events, event sources, event listeners, etc. Let me explain this with a very simple day-to-day life example. Consider a YouTube channel and a subscriber of that YouTube channel. When a video is uploaded on the YouTube channel, a notification is sent to the subscriber so that he or she can view the video. When we connect this example with our topic event handling, YouTube channel is the event source and uploading a video is the event. Subscriber of the YouTube channel is considered as the listener. So when an event occurs in the source, a notification is sent to the listeners. The event delegation model contains three components: sources, listeners, and the actual code. Sources are the ones who generate the event like buttons, frame, etc. Listeners are the ones who wait for the event to occur. Actually, they are registered with the sources. So when the generated events are accepted by the listeners, the method containing the actual code or the event code occurs. So event listeners are the object which is notified when an event occurs. This is a two-step process. When the event occurs in the source, a notification is sent to the listeners. and when the listener accepts the notification, the method containing the event code occurs and returns. Java.awt.event is the package used for event handling. There are many sources of events and many listeners in event handling. So one of the sources of events and one of the event listeners we are going to discuss in this video. So let's go through the slides to learn more about the source event list and the listener item listener. Let's learn more about list, a source of event in event handling. The list component is a source event that generates events when items are selected or deselected in the list. When a user selects or deselects an item in the list, an item event is generated and sent to all registered listeners. Lists have three constructors: a default constructor, single parameter constructor, and a double parameter constructor. First constructor of the list creates a new scrolling list. The second constructor creates a new scrolling list initialized with a specific number of visible lines. The third parameter creates a new scrolling list initialized to display the specific number of rows. When we execute or when we run a program for creating a frame with the list content, the window appears the way you see on the screen. This is the way we can select different lists according to your wish. Next, item listener. Item listener is a listener which is registered with the list. To handle events generated by a list, you need to register an item listener with the list using the add item listener method. The listener interface is used for receiving item events. The item listener interface defines a single method called item state changed method. This is called when an item is selected or deselected in the list. Void item state changed item event E is used in the program as a method for calling when an item is selected or deselected, and this works. The code written in this method performs the operations that need to occur when an item is selected or deselected. So let's go through an example to get a clear understanding. In this example, we create a list component with 3 items and add it to a frame. We then register an item listener with the list using the add item listener method. In the item state changed method, we check if the event source is the list and then get the selected item using the get selected item method. Finally, we print the selected item to the console. Let's work out the program to see how the frame is created. So now let's compile the program and check if there is any error. If no error, let's run the program. As you can see, a frame is created on the screen, and inside the frame there are 3 lists which we have added to the frame: item 1, item 2 and item 3. The selected list is visible on the command prompt as selected item, item 1, item 2, etc. So as you know, we can't close the frame directly from the cross button. So we go to the command prompt plus Ctrl plus C and we closes the frame. And that's all about list and item listener registered with list. Hope you all have understood. Thank you.